Oh my god. Try not to react to this.
It won't go down.
Oh my gosh, I'm literally shaking.
I found a video about. I can't even talk. Ah!
Oh my god, I can't focus.
Today, Calvin from Dictumdose and I are heading out to Hmong village. I wanted to get to know Calvin a little bit better, so I decided, why don't we just go ask him some interesting questions while we're eating Hmong food, but with some super spicy hot sauces. Are you good with spicy food, did you say?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not too bad with the spice. Sriracha is always my go-to for spice, but I'm always open to try new things.
Wait, sriracha? Wait, is that like spicy for you though?
No.
Okay,
it's
I
kind
was
of
gonna
like
say.
ketchup on fries. I'm really afraid of this one here.
Yeah.
I mean, this bottle says insane. Look, it says insane, and it's got a meter here that's all the way red, not even a white spot at all.
So the first one will be tapatio.
Tapatio.
It's like 1, 2, yum yum.
Tapatio.
Tapatio. Oh, it's dripping. It's not even spicy. It's like pasta.
It's kind of like the sauce you get, the fire sauce from Taco Bell. Not spicy at all.
The question is, which Marvel character do you relate to most and why?
I would say probably Doctor Strange. One person said like, you're such a brainy person. I'm like, maybe I am. I love information, I love to learn. And it seems like Doctor Strange is just a person who is just filled with information, and I feel like that's me. I like to be educated.
Let's go to our next spice.
So this is the sauce you get with the...
The sauce you get with the sausages.
See a lot of pepper flakes in here. This one's not too bad either.
Yeah, it's not that spicy.
But it complements the Hmong sausage very well.
Yeah, it does. It does. What is your favorite hobby?
Oh, I have so many hobbies. I think fishing's always been a hobby that I can always go to. Like growing up as a kid, my dad taught me how to fish, and I've always loved fishing.
Is it because you did it with your dad? Is that why it's your favorite hobby?
I think so. I think there's some sentimental, value in that too. I see the way you and your parents interact, how your relationship is very open and very affectionate, and it just seems like you guys are all very...
Yeah.
It's almost like friendly friendship.
My dad, he's very affectionate. Like, he would hug us growing up. He would joke around with us. And my mom is also the same. Yeah, it's nice to be able... Because I wasn't always like that with her. Like...
Really? Okay.
Yeah, probably in high school, I was like a rebel, and like, I didn't want to listen to my mom and dad. We kind of didn't really get along back then. She chased me with a knife before.
Are you serious? Wow, that's scary.
That was terrifying.
You must have done something really bad.
I didn't even do anything that bad. I went to like this Hmong restaurant to go eat with my friends, and it was a school night. And then I came home around 6 p.m. But it was in the winter time, so it was dark.
Okay.
Yeah, and then my mom got mad at me because it was dark and I went out late. It was 6.
6 p.m.? What?
Yeah, and so I think she's just like, you should be home before it's like dark. Like, she started coming up the stairs, and then like I saw she had a knife, so I like ran up to my room.
Wow.
I locked it, and then she had the key to my room. So she tried to unlock it, but I was holding like the lock down to like make sure she doesn't get in. It was scary because she had the knife, but she was like banging it on the door, and then she like slipped it under the door.
Oh my gosh,
She slipped it under the door. It
That
was
is
going
so
like
scary.
this. I know, and then I don't know if she had like a bad day at work or what, but it was like, I didn't do anything that bad. I guess that's probably the worst thing my parents have done really to me. I guess they've called the cops on me before.
For doing what?
Calvin's face.
Mina,
Who am I talking to?
I know.
Let's get a little bit spicier.
All right.
So the next one we're gonna try is Tabasco, the habanero sauce. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on. Oh my gosh. It's always so hard to get it
I
out.
wonder why they do that.
I know.
Like this sriracha bottle, I'll just go. All right, let's give this one a shot. The Tabasco.
I don't really like the taste.
I've had the green one. I like the green one better. But this one, it does have a little bit more spice though compared to that first one.
I can feel it a little bit now. So I've seen a video about the story of you and your wife's relationship.
Okay.
She said you two were married for 10 years and you guys met in middle school. So what is the key to sustaining a long-term marriage?
Oh, great question. We've been through ups and downs, trials and tribulations, and we've learned a lot from each other. I think the biggest thing about marriage and sustaining a long, healthy marriage at least is to have open communication. You know, they say that the couples who don't talk because they think that they know what's going on or what's happening in the marriage already, those are the ones who are more likely to end up getting a divorce. And so for us, we were sort of in that boat before where we didn't talk much, but the more we communicated, the more we shared about how we felt, and we, you know, allowed space for us to have those open conversations and have dialogue. You know, that drew us a lot closer to each other.
Who was your biggest inspiration growing up?
You know, it sounds cliche, but it's always been my dad.
Yeah.
You know, my dad, his story has always been very touching to me. You know, my dad, when he was born, shortly after he was born, his mom died of birth complications. And so he was raised by his dad shortly before his dad died as well because of natural illnesses. And so my dad, not having any siblings, he was alone and he basically was an orphan. But to see how resilient he is and how strong-willed he is, despite adversity that's happened in the past, fleeing war and also being a kid soldier at such a young age too.
Oh, he was a child.
He was, he was roughly, I think 12 years old, 12, 13.
Wow.
And he was shot in the legs and left to die. But luckily, some people came by, they heard him shouting, and then they brought him back. To bounce back and, you know, have, you know, all of us, my siblings and us, and to be able to provide and to continue on with life, to push through, that was my inspiration to say, I can do it too. If my dad can do it, given all the circumstances and all the stuff he's gone through, I think I can do it too.
Yeah, that's really inspirational. Okay, so let's go on to the next spice.
All right.
This one is Cry Baby Craig's.
Hopefully I don't cry down.
I know. Oh, it smells good.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Not that spicy at all. But it's like, I don't think it's good with the Hmong sausage, but I think it'd be good on like tacos.
It sort of tastes like the tobacco. Tobacco. Tabasco.
I was gonna say what?
Tobacco. Tabasco sauce.
I was like, Calvin does tobacco? It's okay, we don't judge people who do tobacco, but... Wow, this was such a disappointment. I wanted things to be spicier. I listened to a podcast about you, and I think you said like you used to go to church, right?
I still do.
Oh, you still do?
I still do.
Okay, I see.
It was very difficult growing up as a kid.
Yeah?
Being a Christian. I
Why?
think the difficult part was living in two worlds, basically. Because being a Hmong person, there's still the community kupo nengtendena. And so even the shaman rituals, you attend those ceremonies with your family, you're wondering what's going on here. And then you go to church, and that's a different experience too. And so being a Christian, you know, being raised in a Christian household, I always question, like, what am I? Am I Hmong, or am I Christian? Am I a Hmong Christian, or how is that even possible? And so I was always in a state of confusion, just not really knowing, so unsure about like what my beliefs are and my values are, and my core values. That was always a struggle. But it wasn't until as of lately that I started to really self-reflect and learn more about myself and my religion. And through my reflection, that's when I found God again. And I feel like that's who I really am. Understanding more about scriptures and how that's helped me to better myself as a person living under those principles.
Dang, it's always so deep with Calvin. Or it's always so like inspirational and deep.
You know, it was tough. I don't know how it was for you growing up.
Yeah, for me, I was both. My childhood was more shamanism, and then when I was in high school, I was put into a Catholic school. Yeah, and I was going to a public school where all the Hmong kids were, and it was really fun. But then I got transferred to a Catholic school, and it was just all like Mika people, and then there were some foreign exchange students too. A lot of racism over there.
Wow.
I remember like a white boy, he like was walking down he's like a bully, and then he like screams in people's ears.
Really?
Yeah, he
wow.
like he goes up to people and then he just goes like, ah.
That's a very untraditional type of bully.
I know, I'm like, dang, this guy must have some like pent up like something in
anger.
him. Yeah. Yeah, he would go up to people and like sometimes he would target the Asian people because he thought that they wouldn't say anything back. And then so me and my little sister, we were walking down the hallway, and then all of a sudden he comes up to me, and I see him coming, so I'm like, he better
Bracing
not.
yourself.
Yeah, he better not do anything. And then he yells in my face. He just like screams. He doesn't say anything. He just screams. And then I turned to him and I yelled at him to go and suck a dick. And that's what I legit said that. And then my sister was like, come on, let's just go. And I didn't even mean to say anything like back, but that was
just
just
triggered
like,
some kind of emotion from you. You just got so mad. Something came out.
I had some pent up anger too. Did you ever deal with any bullies growing up?
I did actually.
Yeah.
You know, actually in Fresno, that was a very diverse place that I lived in. It's always been like, you know, go home chinks or Chinese boy or something like that. They'll call you a lot of racial slurs and whatnot.
They learn that racism from like somewhere else, whether it's their parents or like TV or whatever.
It's unfortunate that it still happens now.
Yeah.
I mean, racism is still alive and well, and it happens everywhere. I'm so scared of that ghost pepper.
I think we should do this one twice.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my god. I'm scared. Oh my god, that's too much.
Okay, look, see? These bottles that are not spicy, they have that little cap.
Yeah.
And it makes it so hard to pour. And this one here is so
I
darn
know.
spicy, they leave it open for us to be able to douse. Wow, and Mina, you're really
I am not I just want to like feel something because I just feel like these other spices are so
You know
like
what? I agree. I'm gonna follow you.
yeah.
Let's do this.
Calvin,
All
Calvin,
right.
Calvin.
I'm
Okay,
so scared right
let's
now.
go.
I don't feel anything yet.
No, I do.
Okay, my head's about to explode. Oh my goodness. That is some spicy stuff. Wow.
Oh my god, I feel it in my
I need some
throat.
umblau.
Do you want blade? Do you want some blade?
Some blood. Oh, we have blood too. Wow. That definitely lives up to its name.
My eyes are watering.
My nose instantly started running. Oh my goodness. That is killing me.
Okay, question. What is the craziest fan experience you've had?
The craziest is what? I can't even hear it anymore.
What's the craziest fan experience you've had?
I was at a party. Oh my gosh, I'm crying. And a fan came up to me and says, I love your video so much. And after he said that, he grabbed my face and he kissed me on my cheek.
God. Was it drunk? Maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But he just came up and he said, I love your videos. And he goes, mwah, right in my cheek. And I froze like, oh, okay, thank you. I just slowly walked away like, thanks. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. This ghost pepper is killing me.
So, what is the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you?
Oh my goodness. My brother and us went to the BTS concert. We ate some spicy food over there. And it was super spicy. And so we ate that before the concert. And then after the concert, it was about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. We came back home. We drove back home that same night.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this pepper is killing me. I really had to use the restroom. I woke up because my brother was driving. I said, hey, I gotta go. I closed my eyes and I fell asleep. And I woke up again and I see him just going straight and not exiting. I'm like, dude, why didn't you exit? And he was like, I forgot. And immediately I started sweating because my stomach was turning. I was like, I gotta go. It's like the next exit, I don't care what it is, you have to go. And good thing it was the next exit was a gas station.
Yeah.
And so we saw that, and I was like, take the exit. So he took the exit.
Yeah.
We get to the gas station, it was closed.
Oh no.
So I said, park the car. He said, what? I said, park the car. He parked the car, and I literally just jumped out of the car. I didn't care who saw me. I ran straight into the woods, and I just had to let it loose because I could not hold it anymore.
Oh my god.
It was terrible.
Did you use toilet paper?
I don't know what I grabbed. I grabbed something in his glove compartment, and I just went. Do we dare do a second round?
Yeah, or do you want to?
It's up to you.
Let's do it.
All right.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
This label here says, so hot, it's spooky.
Do you believe in ghosts, by the way?
I do.
You're sweating right now.
I'm literally sweating. Oh my goodness, look.
Dang.
I'm sweating down the side of my face here.
Ooh, that's some
That is some spicy stuff. Mina, you are handling this very well.
Yeah, I don't really sweat that much. I don't know if I have sweat glands. I think it's just something like I inherited from my mom. But
That's a good trait to have, actually. Wow.
I don't know,
Good
because I
and
feel
bad.
like it's healthy to sweat.
It
But
is actually.
yeah,
Releases your toxins.
yeah. I have a lot of toxins in my body, so I try to like. That's why when that boy bullied me, I just like
let it
all my
out.
toxins like.
Literally sweating on
Yeah.
the side of my face.
Oh my god. Okay, I guess we can.
Round two?
Yeah.
I am literally dying, guys. Oh my goodness. Are you up? I'm the daring type.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, cheers, Mina.
Okay, cheers, Calvin.
Oh my god, I'm so afraid. The first bite it's not bad. Okay, there it is. That's the burn. Oh my god. I'm gonna try not to react to this pepper.
It won't go down. Oh.
Oh my gosh, I'm literally shaking. Oh my gosh. My shirt is probably gonna be like all drenched. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. I'm dying.
My throat is on fire. Holy shit.
I'm not working out later because I've already done my workout. I'm sweating like crazy.
Have you ever had detention?
No. Actually, no. But I was sent home because I brought what appeared to be a sword to school. It was not
You brought a sword to school?
They said it was a sword. It was not a sword. Oh, I said it was a sword, but it wasn't. I was a kid. I was oh my god, I can't focus. I was 6 years old.
Yeah.
And I was at my cousin's house, and they had a badminton racket, and the head of the racket broke off, and so there was just a stick. So that was my sword. I put it in the back of my shirt, and I went to school. And during lunch or during breakfast, the teacher came and said, "What's that?" I said, "It's my sword." And she said, "You have to give it to me." I said, "No." And I proceeded to take out the sword, and they thought I was trying to hit them. And so they took me to the principal's office and called my parents, and I got in trouble. My dad was yelling at me. I said, "Dad, I wasn't doing anything. It was just a sword."
Yo, this water is not helping. You got,
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Some milk.
Yeah.
Dairy will help.
Oh my god. My lips are on fire.
I'm dying.
Done a video about. I can't even talk. You've done a video about the grass is not always greener on the other side. What in life have you seen where it's not, like, what have you actually experienced that has not been, you thought it was gonna be, the grass was greener on the other side, but it wasn't?
That's a great question. I feel like I had some examples in my head, but this ghost pepper just took all of it away. Your question was grass is green on the other side.
Yeah, what in your life have you experienced where you thought it was gonna be greener on the other side, but it wasn't?
I haven't had like any experience where, I don't know, maybe food? Maybe even this right here. I thought,
I think my eyebrow's cramping. I feel a muscle in my eyebrow.
I don't know, maybe this right here is a prime example. Thought that this would taste much better than Sriracha. That didn't even make sense at all.
What is one thing you would change about the Hmong culture?
Great question. There's so many things, but if there's one thing that I would like to change, and I do see some changes happening now, is providing some more equality and equity in the genders. Our parents and them, in their time, it made sense for the daughters or the wives or the women to stay home while the husbands and the men go out and do things. But I think now in our day and age, that's not appropriate anymore. I think it provides some equality, giving each other equal chances to be able to be something. Because we all have talents and gifts in us. Just because you're a girl doesn't mean that you can't do it. Or just because you're a boy doesn't mean you have the privilege and the power to do it. I think everybody has equal power. So long as they have a chance, opportunity to shine, they will.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I would change. There's lots, but that's the number one thing.
So I've seen that you've had 4 kids. What is one of the most important things they've taught you?
Patience. Patience and willingness to explore. Curiosity. Kids are very intelligent beings. The only thing that they lack is experience. Seeing my kids grow up and being very curious about things, that taught me to also continue to be curious in life too.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll be complacent or stagnant and I go nowhere. And then patience, kids will be kids. I'll lose my head some days with those kids, but they teach me how to ground myself and to be much more patient. My mouth is literally numb. You guys can't see it, but I'm literally shaking.
I feel like really lightheaded.
I do too. I feel like I'm crying, but I'm not crying. So let me ask you a question about the Avengers.
Yeah, sure.
Which Avenger character would you choose and which one do you identify with?
I really like Spider-Man. Like, I gravitate towards him because I kind of have his attitude a little bit like free, childlike, and interested in helping however he can. I would love to like use spider webs to swing on like the buildings and stuff. That'd be so fun.
That would be. Do you get motion sickness though?
I do. That would suck.
I think that would be terrible. Terrible idea.
I'd be like,
yeah, I'd vomit everywhere. Like, Spider-Man, what the heck is that trailing behind him?
What's up, people?
I see the way you and your parents interact, how your relationship is very open and very affectionate, and it just seems like you guys are all very, it's almost like friendly friendship.
I guess that's probably the worst thing my parents have done really to me. I guess they've called the cops on me before.
For doing what?
Calvin's face.
Mina,
who am I talking to?
I know.
Basically, what happened was I snuck out at nighttime, and I was in high school, and I was like, I think this is why I was transferred to Catholic school. Because,
probably.
Yeah, because
they
I
wanted
was
to
kind
like shape you a little bit. And,
yeah. So what I did was I put like a bunch of clothes underneath my bed, or underneath the blanket. So I made it look like there was someone there, and I had like a wig, like a black wig. Yeah, it looked scary though. Like I looked at it, I'm like, oh my god, it looks like someone's actually there. And then I snuck out and I went to one of my friends' houses, and then we were just like chilling, and then there was like some underage drinking too. Yeah, so I was bad. And then my parents were right for calling the cops. So then he came into the room, and then like I guess he actually like peeked to see if we were there or if I was there, and then like I wasn't there.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I wonder what he was thinking. But I was right about to go inside my house, like the garage door, and then all of a sudden I heard a ding dong, and then it was the police. I heard like a voice. And so I was in the garage door while the cop was at the front door. Eventually, I just like went through the front door. I was like, hey, I'm here. And then the cop...
You knew they were looking for you.
Yeah. And the cop was really... I was about to leave and go back to my friends, but I was like, whatever. I don't want to drag my friend into it. So I just went home through the front door instead of the garage because I was going to sneak back in. And then I was like, I was already busted anyway. And then the cop was actually really nice. He just said... Like, remember, she's like a 16-year-old girl, I wasn't 16, I was 17. 17-year-old girl who's, like, still going through phases, and he said it like that to my parents.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like,
helpful.
wow, yeah, like thank you, cop. Like,
Wow.
otherwise I would have gotten like my ass or beat, and then. Yeah, and then I got my ass beat anyway, like by my mom. Yeah, she had like a ruler, and then she just like.
Wow.
Yeah, so I did deserve that. Yeah.
Mina, you're a very adventurous person.
Yeah, I am. A little bit too adventurous.
That's okay. I think we've all had our fair share.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all kids growing up trying to figure out who we are.
Trying to fit in, figure out who we are, and yeah, I learned a lot from that. So yeah, Calvin's like, who am I talking to?
Who is this person? We're all trying to fit in. I'll be making a video about that very soon too.
Ooh, watch
and
out
I feel
for
like,
that.
I feel like a lot of people nowadays are trying to fit in, especially with social media being so popular, so easily accessible. They want to fit in with a particular group because they think they are like that group, so they change their core values and whatnot to try to fit in. And I feel like when people do that, they're not true to themselves anymore, and they get into that cycle of confusion, and they feel like, who am I? They get lost. And so when you said that, trying to fit in, that really triggered me to think about the kids nowadays, our generation. So just being true to yourself, figure out who you are. Take some time to self-reflect.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we always want to try to change ourselves into being like what we think we should, or we never like allow ourselves to be ourselves, but that's actually the best thing we can do, and that's the only thing that can really help us like live our best lives, because then we know what we want in life, we know our values. So I think like for me, it's always been ingrained in me to be like a career person, and I am. I definitely am. But it's like I put so much worth into that. Your self-worth is not based on what career you have. It's more of like your values, and I mean just you're already worthy the way you are, as long as you're not killing anyone or hurting anyone. Yeah, so like that's where I was like struggling. So it's, you gotta listen to that inner voice, you know?
You sure do.
Okay, well thank you so much for watching us, and please go follow Calvin at his
Dictumdose.
Facebook page, Dictumdose, and then his YouTube. We'll have it all in the links below. So yeah, if you guys want to go follow him and subscribe to him, like his Facebook page. And mine too, please subscribe and like and all that and share, okay? And that's all.
All right, thanks for watching, guys.
Okay, bye.
You should do like the Korean bye.
Is that what they do?
I think so. I don't know, I just made that up.
I've never seen them do this before. Or they just go like this.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Just making
That's
stuff
my
up.
ghost pepper mind.